I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Now Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. There really wasn't much of anything happening on the ground for the Falcons in the opener. Freeman, they gave him the ball 11 times, but just 20 yards. Tevin Coleman also in the mix there. He might be getting more of the carries going forward. We'll see.
It's an interesting mix for Atlanta because last year Freeman really emerged on the scene, became a Pro Bowl running back, able to run it and catch it. Coleman was a big-time draft pick for them that didn't really get untracked, but had an impressive offseason and preseason. They want to make sure he touches the ball as well.
All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, if you see a running back play with such joy as well as such fury, I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
From the time I saw Julio Jones run at the Combine, I've really been fascinated by him because he's got the entire mix that you're looking for from a receiver, including toughness. Tweaked an ankle in the preseason and played through it in the season opener and still produced pretty good numbers.
Yeah, he did. 4 catches, 66 yards, and he caught one of Matt Ryan's 2 touchdown throws. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll be second and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Ryan to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And when you make a free agent acquisition, you really want it to pay off early, don't you? And I think Atlanta did exactly that and got that from Mohamed Sanu.
He had 5 catches for 80 yards and, of course, the touchdown grab as well.
Taking a lot of pressure off of Julio Jones. They needed that running mate for him to create that space that Jones needs to be super effective.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third and goal, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with...
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Come on now. Take a sack. Take a sack. Hey, wake up. Take a sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. On that Thursday night game last week, Benjamin had the first touchdown of the NFL season, and he finished with 91 yards to boot.
I guess we can say welcome back. Remember, he missed all of 2015 with a knee injury, and that took away a big-time target for quarterback Cam Newton. They've gotten back in sync and in a hurry, and he'll find Kelvin Benjamin throughout the season.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
What is it?
On 4th down, Newton surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 57 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Red zone opportunity. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Finding time. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarter.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Switching gears here for a second partner. A lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit at Indianapolis. A lot of people picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. To the air again, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come out here in the eye. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. And
unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's got time. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Carolina first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brendan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Third and long, it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Fozzie Whitaker from 13 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it's up and good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ryan on second down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Charles Johnson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Another pistol look here, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 4th down, Newton. He's got time in the pocket. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They come out here in the I. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Ryan surveying the field. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run here with Freeman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Coney Ely coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime
There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 65 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout here, and I believe it was called by the defense. And if that's indeed the case, they'll be out of timeouts for the remainder of this second half. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.